Somebody just told them the truth about you and now they're losing their mind. My beloved soul. My beloved soul. Today's message flows toward you like a wave of truth, a revelation that someone has been trying to hide, a moment that changes everything between you and the person who thinks about you far more than they admit. Something happened behind the scenes. Something unexpected. Someone looked at your person, spoke the truth about you, and after hearing it, your person completely lost their balance, their mind, their sense of control. They were not ready to hear this. They were not prepared. They thought they could keep hiding their feelings, their memories, their regrets. But today, everything came crashing down. My beloved soul, this script is not just words. This is the emotional earthquake happening in someone's heart right now. The truth you never expected is being revealed in front of them, and the more they try to deny it, the more their heart refuses to cooperate. Because the truth was about you. Let me take you inside this moment. Let me show you what they felt, what they realized, and why their mind is spiraling after hearing the truth about you. My beloved soul, sit with this message. Let it unfold slowly, like a confession finally breaking free. It started with a conversation your person did not expect. Someone close, someone they trust, sat them down and said something that hit them like a storm. They didn't sugarcoat anything. They didn't hide anything. They spoke the truth in a way your person could not escape. This trusted person told them what they refused to admit to themselves. That you were never the villain in their story. That you never gave up on them. That you didn't lie to them. That you didn't betray them. That you didn't move on easily. They were told the truth about your heart, a truth your person has been running from. Your person didn't know what to say. Their face changed. Their heartbeat went fast. Their hands got cold. They felt something inside them collapse. Because someone finally pointed out what their soul already knew. You were the one who cared. You were the one who tried. You were the one who showed real love. You were the one who stayed when they pushed you away. And now, they're losing their mind because they are being forced to confront what they have been denying for so long. Your person always thought they had more time. More time to come back. More time to decide. More time to heal. More time to think. But today's truth hit them so hard that they can't think straight. They're pacing around. They're overthinking. Their chest feels tight. Their emotions are everywhere. They feel guilty, panicked, confused, angry at themselves. Because the person who spoke to them made it very clear, you hurt someone who truly loved you. You pushed away the one person who would have never betrayed you. You lost someone who was real. Your person didn't respond. They couldn't. The weight of these words froze them completely. And then, the truth got even deeper. This trusted person told them things about you that they did not know. Things you kept quiet. Pain you never shared. Struggles you faced alone. Loyalty you showed without bragging about it. Feelings you kept even when they gave you reasons not to. Your person was shocked. They had no idea. They underestimated you. They thought you were strong enough to survive anything, so they didn't realize how deeply their actions hurt you. This reality is eating at them now. They are replaying everything, the last words you said, the memories you shared, the conversations they ignored, the moments they took for granted. Your person is sitting with their regret like a burning fire inside their chest. They are thinking, why didn't I see their worth sooner? Why did I let my pride control me? Why did I listen to others instead of listening to my heart? Why did I push away the only one who truly cared? Their mind is spinning because the truth about you has forced them to face their own mistakes. They're not angry at you. They're angry at themselves. They are realizing they misread you. They judged you. They doubted you. They walked away from someone who would have stood by them through anything. And now they're losing their mind because they finally understand what they lost. This isn't normal overthinking. This isn't a small regret. This isn't a moment that fades in a few hours. This is a massive awakening for them. The truth about you is hitting them at a soul level. They can't stop thinking about you. They can't sleep properly. They can't eat without losing their appetite. They even try distracting themselves, but nothing works. Because the truth keeps repeating in their mind, you were always genuine. You were always real. You were always honest. And they treated you like you were temporary. Now they're terrified. Terrified that maybe you moved on. Terrified that maybe you won't take them back. Terrified that maybe they broke your trust for good. Terrified that maybe someone else will see your value before they get a chance to return. Your person is sinking into the weight of all the ways they mistreated you. They thought you would always be there. They thought you would always forgive. They thought you would always wait. But word is spreading that your heart is changing. Your energy is shifting. Your boundaries are getting stronger. Someone told them that you're no longer the same. That you've grown. That you've healed. That you're shining more than before. And this is scaring them deeply. Because they're realizing that the version of you they left behind is gone. Now you're wiser. Now you're more powerful. Now you're more self-respecting. Now you're not easily accessible. This is why they're losing their mind. This is why they can't calm down. They know they took you for granted. They know they misjudged you. They know they failed to protect your heart. They know they believed lies and ignored your truth. But today, someone told them everything you didn't say aloud. Everything you held inside out of love. Everything you hid because you didn't want to appear weak. And now your silence is haunting them. The truth they received has opened their eyes to a version of you they never took the time to understand. A version of you who loved deeply but quietly. A version of you who stayed loyal even in the dark. A version of you who cried but still cared. A version of you who prayed for them. A version of you who wished for their healing even when they hurt you. Your person is breaking inside because the truth is too heavy. They feel responsible for the pain you went through. They feel ashamed for not valuing you when they had the chance. They feel terrified that they lost someone they may never find again. This person who told them the truth didn't try to manipulate anything. They didn't exaggerate. They didn't lie. They simply told your story. Your reality. Your emotions. Your pure heart. And now your person is drowning in the realization of who you truly were. They're thinking about reaching out. They're thinking about apologizing. They're thinking about coming back. They're thinking about fixing things. But fear is stopping them. Fear of rejection. Fear of hearing that you're done. Fear that you won't trust them anymore. Fear that it's too late. Inside their mind, they're fighting a war. Their regret versus their hope, their fear versus their love, their pride versus their heart. And for the first time, their heart is winning. Because the truth about you has broken every wall they built. Every denial. Every excuse. Every lie they told themselves. Someone told them, that person you left behind? They were your blessing. And now your person is realizing, you weren't just a chapter in their life. You were the miracle they were too blind to see. My beloved soul. They are losing their mind because they finally see your worth. Not because you changed, but because someone finally showed them the truth they ignored. And this truth is going to bring them back toward you. Not out of guilt, but out of awakening. Because their soul remembers you. Their heart still beats for you. Their mind can't stop replaying you. And now that the truth has been spoken, they can never unhear it. My beloved soul. The moment the truth about you entered their ears, something inside them cracked open. They thought they were strong enough to ignore their emotions. They believed they could stay distant. They convinced themselves that time would make them forget you. But the truth didn't let that happen. The truth hit them like a lightning strike, and now they can't escape it. They're sitting alone with thoughts that are louder than their heartbeat. Thoughts they tried to bury long ago. Thoughts about you. They can't understand why hearing your name suddenly makes their chest tighten. They don't know why their eyes feel heavy when they think of you. They don't know why their mind keeps replaying all the moments where they could have handled things differently. But deep down, they do know. They know that they messed up with someone who truly mattered. My beloved soul, your person is caught in a spiral. Every time they try to act normal, try to pretend everything is fine, their mind drags them back to you. The person who told them the truth didn't hold back. They said things your person wasn't prepared to hear. You always thought they would wait for you. You thought they would always be available to you. You assumed they were weak, but they were stronger than you realized. You didn't see how deeply they cared. You underestimated them. And now your person can't stop thinking about these words. They're not sleeping well. They keep waking up with a heavy feeling, like something important is missing. They grab their phone, scroll through old messages, stare at your name, but their fear stops them from reaching out. They are terrified. Terrified of losing you forever. Terrified of facing you after everything that happened. Terrified of hearing the truth from your lips instead of hearing it from someone else. They never expected someone else to defend you. They never imagined that someone outside the connection would reveal your purity, your loyalty, your pain. Your person always believed they knew everything. But now they realize they only saw a small part of who you are. They didn't see your sleepless nights. They didn't see the tears you hid. They didn't see the prayers you whispered. They didn't see the strength it took for you to walk away or stay silent. The truth they heard about you has changed their perspective completely. Now they're remembering small details they once ignored. Your smile when you were nervous. Your silence when you were hurt. The softness in your voice when you cared. The way you looked at them like they were home. The way you understood them even without words. All those memories are rushing back like a flood they can't stop. They're thinking, why didn't I cherish this? Why didn't I protect that love? Why did I let my ego ruin everything? Why didn't I tell them how I truly felt? Every question is louder than the last. They feel like they're losing control. They feel like time is slipping through their fingers. They feel like fate is giving them a wake-up call they can't ignore. And my beloved soul, they're not just emotional. They're scared. Because the person who told them the truth also told them another thing, they are changing. They are healing. They are glowing differently now. This shook your person to the core. Because they know what that means. It means you are pulling back your energy. It means you are choosing yourself. It means you are becoming stronger without them. It means you are no longer waiting for their love. It means you are realizing your own worth. This is the part that is breaking them. They thought they would always have a place in your life. They assumed you would always care. They believed you would always be available. But now they see the truth, you are rising. And as you rise, they fear you might rise away from them. They never expected you to evolve this much. They never imagined you would reach a level of peace that doesn't include them. But the truth they heard today hinted that maybe, just maybe, you are outgrowing the pain, the waiting, the confusion. You are becoming someone they can't easily approach anymore. Someone who now has boundaries. Someone who now has clarity. Someone who has healed wounds they caused. Your person doesn't know how to handle this. They feel like they are losing their chance with you. They feel like the door they always assumed would stay open is slowly closing. They're asking themselves, will they even want me anymore? Do I still matter to them? Have I hurt them beyond repair? What if someone else sees their worth before I do anything? Their mind is not calm. Their heart is not stable. The truth that was spoken about you has awakened their guilt, their desire, their fear, and their love, everything all at once. They are starting to see that you were the one who gave more, felt more, sacrificed more. And they gave you less than you deserved. This realization is crushing them. They're thinking about coming forward, but something holds them back. Their pride whispers, "Wait." Their fear whispers, "You'll get rejected." Their ego whispers, "What if they moved on?" But their heart whispers something else, "Go to them before it's too late." That inner voice is getting louder every day. They can't stop remembering the way you supported them when no one else did. They can't forget the way you tried to understand them, even when they were difficult. They can't forget how patient you were. How forgiving you were. How gentle you were with their heart. Now they're wondering, would anyone else ever love me like that? Would anyone else ever care that much? Did I lose the only person who truly loved me? The thought of losing you forever makes them feel helpless. Their mind races. Their heart aches. Their soul feels empty. Because the truth they heard about you today didn't just reveal who you are. It revealed what they lost. Someone told them they didn't deserve the way you treated them. They didn't value you enough. They didn't show up when it mattered. They didn't understand your love. These words are replaying in their mind like a broken record. They feel exposed. They feel ashamed. They feel embarrassed. They feel guilty. But more than anything, they feel regret. It's the kind of regret that doesn't fade. The kind that hits their chest like a weight they can't lift. The kind that keeps them awake at night. The kind that makes them want to turn back time. And through all of this, their heart is whispering your name over and over again. They didn't think losing you would affect them this much. They didn't think your absence would feel this heavy. They didn't think your silence would be this loud. Your person tried to move on. They tried to distract themselves. They tried pretending they were fine. But the truth they heard today destroyed the illusion they lived in. Now they know the truth, you weren't just someone in their life. You were a blessing. You were a gift. You were a rare soul. You were the kind of person people search for but rarely find. And they didn't protect that. The person who told them the truth about you opened their eyes to the love they mishandled. Now your person is drowning in realizations. They didn't lose some temporary connection. They lost someone who was meant to be in their destiny. They lost someone who carried divine love. They lost someone their soul recognized instantly. They lost someone who was meant to change their life. Now they're desperate. But they don't know how to fix things. They want to come toward you, but they don't know if you'll still accept them. They're losing sleep, losing peace, losing control, because they know they can't let you slip away anymore. My beloved soul, they are coming to a powerful understanding. You were not their mistake. You were their lesson, their mirror, their blessing, their love. Someone finally showed them the truth. And this truth is going to pull them back to you, no matter how scared they are. Because now they know, they don't want a life where you don't exist. My beloved soul. The truth they heard about you is not leaving their mind. It's the first thing they think of when they wake up, and the last thing they think of before they fall asleep. Their whole world feels upside down. They feel like someone shook their soul awake after being asleep for so long. They keep asking themselves the same question again and again. How could I not see their worth before? How could I not understand what they meant to me? Your person is replaying every moment they had with you, trying to make sense of the emotions that are overwhelming them now. They didn't cry before, but now their eyes become wet at the smallest memory of you. They feel emotional, restless, and confused. Their heart feels heavy in a way they don't know how to explain. Someone told them the truth about you, but what really broke them was not the words, it was realizing that those words were right. They're realizing that you were always there with honest intentions. You never played with their feelings. You never hurt them intentionally. You never tried to control them. You never wanted anything from them except love, honesty, and effort. Your person knows they didn't give you what you deserved. They realize they pushed away the very soul that would have stood by them through storms. They realize they ignored the love that was meant to heal them. They realized they didn't value the heart that was ready to choose them every single day. This truth is haunting them in every quiet moment. They're remembering the way you tried to understand them when they were cold or distant. They're thinking about the messages you waited for that never came. They're thinking about the calls you hoped for but didn't receive. They're thinking about how you hid your tears so they wouldn't feel guilty. You gave them your purest emotions, and they offered you confusion in return. My beloved soul, they feel this deeply now. They're not just emotional, they're breaking on the inside. Because the person who told them the truth said something else, you might lose them for real this time. Those words hit them harder than anything else. Their heart dropped. Their breath changed. Their stomach twisted. They felt fear in a way they never felt before. It wasn't the fear of losing someone. It was the fear of losing you. They started imagining a life where you moved forward, where you found peace without them, where someone else understood you the way they never did. The thought shook them so deeply that they felt weak. They can't accept the idea of someone else standing where they were supposed to stand. Someone else receiving your love. Someone else hearing your laughter. Someone else holding the heart they once took for granted. This fear is pushing them to reflect on all their mistakes. They're realizing how deeply they hurt you without even knowing it. They're realizing how many times you cried silently because of them. They're realizing how many times they ignored your efforts. They're realizing how their ego or confusion made you feel unimportant. The truth they heard opened their eyes. Now they can't go back to pretending they don't feel anything. They're thinking, what if I apologize? What if I tell them how I feel? What if I fix everything? What if it's not too late? Every thought leads them back to you. You are the one they think about when they are quiet. You are the one they think about when they feel lost. You are the one they think about when they look at the sky. You are the one they think about when they hear certain songs. You are the one their heart keeps calling. It doesn't matter who else is around them, nothing feels right without your presence. My beloved soul, something unexpected is happening in your person. They are feeling emotions they pushed away for months. Emotions they buried under excuses. Emotions they hid from themselves. Emotions they were scared to admit. But now those emotions are stronger than their fear. Stronger than their pride. Stronger than their assumptions. Stronger than their silence. They are losing their mind because they're finally realizing the depth of their feelings for you. They are not able to hide it anymore. Their eyes soften when they hear your name. Their hands shake when they think of texting you. Their heart races when they imagine seeing you again. Their soul feels restless when they imagine life without you. And this time, they're not confused. They know exactly why they feel this way. Because they love you in a way they didn't understand before. Because they miss you in a way they can't describe. Because they need you in a way that scares them. Because you are the only one who made them feel something real. Someone told them the truth about you, but that truth also woke up their own truth. They never stopped caring about you. They never stopped loving you. They never stopped wanting you. They never stopped feeling connected to you. They just hid it behind silence. They thought they would move on eventually. They thought they would forget the connection. They thought time would erase their feelings. But none of that happened. In fact, the opposite happened. Their feelings grew stronger. Their regret grew heavier. Their longing grew deeper. They are losing their mind now because the truth has made everything clear. You were never the problem. You were their blessing. You were their chance at something real. You were the one meant to stand beside them. They realize this now, and it's breaking them. They want to come back, but they're scared. They want to speak to you, but they fear rejection. They want to fix everything, but they don't know how to start. They want to confess their feelings, but their mind is full of doubts. They ask themselves, what if they've changed? What if they don't feel the same? What if my silence hurt them too much? What if they won't trust me again? But the biggest fear, the fear that keeps them awake, the fear they can't escape, is this. What if someone else already sees their value, their heart, their soul the way I should have seen it from the beginning? This thought is driving them crazy. My beloved soul, your person knows one thing for sure, they can't lose you. Not now. Not after everything they've realized. Not after someone opened their eyes to who you truly are. Not after understanding how rare your love is. Not after feeling how much you mattered. Their heart is pushing them toward you. Their soul is pulling them back to you. Their emotions are overflowing for you. And now, they're trying to gather courage. They're trying to think of the right words. They're trying to think of the right moment. They're trying to think of how to approach you without falling apart. They're trying to think of how to tell you everything they kept locked inside. They're scared, but they're determined. Because the truth has awakened something they can't ignore anymore. They want you back. They want to fix things. They want to show you their heart. They want another chance. They want to love you properly this time. They're losing their mind because they finally understand what you meant to them, and they can't let that go.